Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We're here for Sign the Traitors, our cast breakdown and our draft for U.S. Traitors Season 2. I am your host, Katie. I am here with my wonderful co-host, as always, Javier. And we have a slew of guests here because there's so much hype around this season. We had to do a draft. We had to do it big. We had to bring in the heavy hitters. How are you guys? We're here with Mark. We're here with Janelle. We're here with the man himself, Isaiah, Mr. Silent Podcast in his suit. Dressed for the occasion.
Where's the give it up for us, Katie?
Mm-hmm. How are you guys? Are we ready for this banger of hopefully banger of a cast at least to get on this season 2, the Traitors?
I'm so
absolutely been waiting till Friday. I can count down the hours till Friday.
Definitely.
I know. So we've had Janelle on our Sign the Traitors Canada podcast, so we know her history with the show. Isaiah, we had you on our US season 1 coverage last season. Mark, give us a quick rundown of your history with the Traitors. What seasons have you watched? What are you looking forward to the most? And then we can jump into our draft.
Oh boy, I love the show. I fell in love with it like everyone in the beginning of last year. So I've watched the first US season. I've watched every season actually, except for Canada. I got a little bit bored a little bit quicker on that season. I heard it got better towards the end, but I love it. I'm the big fan of UK Series 1 because that is one of the best Final Fours of any show I've ever seen in my entire life. And I love Traitors because I feel like it's really cool because every season is completely different.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. UK season 2 is currently airing right now. We have great coverage on Silent Podcasts run by Sarah and Sean, so check that out. I believe I'll be guesting on that soon. I think we're going to have a couple of guests from Silent Podcast there, so we're covering it all. But we are here tonight to talk about US season 2. We have a star-studded cast. It's all reality stars. So if you remember last season, we had celebrities, we can say, and then we also had some civilians. The civilians left us a lot to be desired, I would say, in terms of their gameplay. So it sounds like season 2 took our advice and gave us a full star-studded cast, which is really exciting. Yeah. Anybody you guys are excited to see the most?
Anyone I'm excited to see, listen, I want to see Dan, man. Yeah, look,
yes.
That's the only reason I'm tuning in, I love the last season. I wanted to just watch Cherie again, and guess what? I got that. I got some Rachel. I got a little bit of everything, and I got introduced to some fun characters. But I'm really here for the GOAT of Big Brother. You know me. I'm a Big Brother guy, and I'm just shocked that he even popped outside for this, which is mind blowing. But yeah, this is a great cast. Some survivors, some Bravo people. It's great cast all overall. So I'm hyped.
Yeah, there's a lot of
really interested to see how the competition reality people go against these not competition reality people. Super interested to see, because I feel like they're just going to run circles around them, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I think this cast is super exciting. And it's interesting how it is half competition and half not competition reality. I'm excited to see people like Trishelle. I haven't seen her in a long time. So I mean, it's just exciting. It's all it's going to be a fun cast that is ready to play.
I know. Don't sleep on the Bravo people, you guys. Don't sleep on these Bravo people. And we'll talk about it. We'll get into it as we draft, but I have a few things, we'll break down the cast as we go. But let me tell you, we have some Bravo heavy hitters on this season that are basically like con artists by trade. So we'll talk about it when we get there, but don't sleep on them. To give a quick rundown of how we'll do the draft, we're going to do a snake style draft. One player will go undrafted because of just math. That's how math works. So it'll go to you guys in the audience, and we'll randomize the names. So it's anybody's game. Anything you guys want to talk through before we get to it?
I'm winning.
Isaiah, I think you're muted if you said something.
There you go.
All right, well, go ahead and we'll get the list started. I'm going to go ahead. I'll share my screen for anybody that's watching. And you can see as we go, we'll randomize this 3 times. Let's do it 3 times. And this will be our order.
Can you guys hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just screamed that I'm winning.
Unfortunately, we can.
3. Okay, we have Isaiah first. Katie second, Javier third, Janelle fourth, and Mark fifth. This is a pretty good draft order, I think.
Well, we all know what Isaiah's picking. Shocker.
Right.
Okay, I think my sound is actually what's not working and not you guys.
Okay.
So talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to switch headphones really quickly, and then we will jump right into it.
Man, I've got a lot of options here. You
You
know,
have
Javier,
21 options.
I saw your face when I got that first pick, Javier. How you feel about that?
I feel like you're gonna pick
You don't know what I'm going to do. You don't know what I'm going to do, man. Listen.
And it's okay because I was not going to pick that person first, so I'm not that mad.
You don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what I'm doing, bro.
You're right. Even though your name says #Dan for traitor, but
I don't know what that means.
It could be Dan, like bananas, like Dan.
Okay, exactly. We know I'm the biggest challenge fan. You know, so
yeah. Every season, Isaiah goes, I tried watching episode 1 and I gave up. He tweets that every season, y'all. Go on his Twitter, just Google it and search up the challenge Isaiah. He will say the same thing every season.
It is what it is.
I'm back, and I just hear you talking about Isaiah being a menace on Twitter. So it sounds right. Sounds right.
Every single draft. Isaiah's in the draft. He's going to be a menace.
It is true. It is true. So I'm just going to put our draft order in the list really quickly, and then I'll go ahead and share my screen again, and we can get started.
Bet. Decision. I don't know. Well, I'll wait until you're ready. Start discussing.
Okay.
Isaiah's
It is a good cast. I feel like there's a lot of strategies that we could go for here, so I'm excited to see what you guys choose because it really could, I don't know, it could go any which way. Okay, gonna share the draft. We're gonna go tier list style as we do here. So we have our draft order again. We're gonna go snake style. So Isaiah, you are up first.
So I don't know a majority of this cast. I really don't. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't do a lot of prep.
Go for the British
I came
guy.
in here blind, but we gotta go to Big Brother Dan Giesling.
Of course. Of course. Where is Dan? Here's Dan. Obviously going to be the first pick. Isaiah, tell us why you chose Dan.
Listen,
Give us the
I don't
rundown.
even think Dan's going to do good, but I need it. Listen, as long as Dan's in the cast, he's getting drafted. Okay, this is the traitor of traitors. He is, in my opinion, the best television personality in any reality strategy game ever. Okay, so I don't care. Like, they just need to make him a traitor. It's not going to happen. But shout out to Dan Giesling. That's the only reason I'm here. I'm picking him first.
He just takes the shit off and leaves.
I don't even need anybody else. Okay, I got what I wanted.
I have to say, Isaiah, I didn't think Suri was going to get chosen as a traitor, and they chose her right away. And I thought that was the most obvious choice. So there's definitely a chance Dan could be a traitor.
I would love it.
Janelle, what do you think about this pick? Oh, sorry.
I would have picked it. I would have done it. Any person that likes Big Brother is going to go for Dan. How could you not? Everybody's surprised that he's back on our TVs. Everybody's elated. They cannot wait to see him. I think he's going to do good. I don't think that he's going to flop. I really have faith in him. I think he's going to kill it. So if I was Isaiah, I would have made the same choice. It's a no-brainer.
I'm going to be sick if they kill him first. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm terrified of that. I'm actually terrified of that. Because I feel like either he's going to do really well or he's gone immediately. Because there's people that know his game plays. But I mean, he's a good pick. He's one of the best for a reason.
Yep.
I agree. Dan is my favorite Big Brother player also, and I think he's an icon. I don't see how he can survive in a cast with all celebrities, with like Sandra, Parvati, Bananas, like all these people who've played these shows and know who he is probably. But if he can somehow maneuver it, then I will agree with Isaiah. He will be the best reality TV show of competitor of all of them. If he can somehow maneuver this cast and win.
He doesn't need to do it again. He's already done it. Let's get that straight.
Almost
he
twice.
Do it again.
Yeah.
I honestly think that there are going to be a small number of people who know the greatness of Dan Giesling. I really do. I think survivors and Big Brother players likely will, but I truly don't think a lot of people are going to be aware of it, especially since it's not very recent. So I think he might be okay for those reasons.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think obviously Janelle has played with Dan. Well, let me give a quick rundown of Dan. Dan has played 2 seasons of Big Brother. Big Brother season 10 winner, icon. Big Brother season 14, arguably some of the best moves of all time. Dan's funeral, ever heard of it? Iconic. Everybody says he's the best winner of all time. I think it's debated between him and Dr. Will, but I'm not going to name my stance here. He's also currently a Twitch streamer, like full-time Twitch streamer. He's killing it over on Twitch. I mean, the guy's a legend, but kind of I won't say like old school, but like middle school Big Brother legend, old school, middle school. So I don't think any of the Bravo people are going to know who he is. Obviously, the Survivors and the Big Brother people, but like the Love Island people aren't going to know him. I don't think this guy from the UK government is going to know who he is, obviously. So I think like Pilot Pete's not going to know him. I think he could do okay if he can kind of avoid the threat of some of these reality stars who know who he is.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, that leaves me, and I'm debating between a few, but I think I'm going to have to go with, I won't forgive myself if I don't choose this person. So I'm going CT, the man, the myth, the legend, CT Tamburello.
Okay.
We were introduced to CT in the year 2003, the Real World London. He's competed on 20 seasons of MTV's The Challenge. He's a 5-time winner. He won 2 seasons of Champs vs. Stars. If you've never seen Champs vs. Stars, I at least beg you to watch the video of CT absolutely shredding Terrell Owens for going bankrupt and saying he burned through $70 million. It's an iconic video. Watch it. It's great. It's so good. I watched it while I was prepping, and it like got me hyped to pick CT. He's part of one of the best reality TV couples of all time, DM, who unfortunately passed away from cancer, who is a challenge legend. CT is just the man. I mean, like, he's been around for literally 20 years and he's still winning. I think he won the last season of the challenge that he performed on. He's known to have like a pretty hot temper, but he's calmed down in his older years. So I think he's going to do pretty well. He's soft-spoken. He's very good at flying under the radar, even on the challenge, because he doesn't get involved in a lot of drama these days, but he's a huge threat. So I think he's going to do pretty well. Javier, what do you think? I know you know the challenge.
Yeah, no, I think CT's a great pick. I love CT on the challenge. Yeah, like you said, he used to be very more explosive than he is now. But he's still great TV, and I really love CT. So I think it's a great choice. I think he's going to do really well. I think his now calmer demeanor is going to help on the Traitors, where, you don't want to be so explosive because that puts a target on your back. So I think you picked I think CT's going to make it far in this game.
Yeah, I've watched the challenge pretty much since it started, not so much in current season. It's really fallen for me, but I'm really interested to see how CT does, because I truly have no idea what I even think about what he's going to be like in a Traitor space. So I'm super, super interested to see him, but I can't predict. I have no idea. And also a bit of information. I'm pretty sure that Parvati was this close to being on the season of Real World.
Yes, I think I heard that too.
Is that one? Is it this one? It's either this one. Okay, yeah.
I don't know. I think it might have been that one. I think it might have been
Paris, right?
I said London. He's Paris. My bad. I wrote London, but he is from Paris. Sorry, that was my mistake.
Yeah, she was so close to being on this season. Yeah. I couldn't have imagined, but I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
I had CT pretty high also because he's really, really smart. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize about him. And also the cast like this, where there's a lot of big, big personalities, I think he'll be able to fly under the radar whether he's a traitor or not. I always have enjoyed watching how he plays the challenge a lot. And he's definitely one of the people I'm most excited about this cast. I actually was going to try to draft him also.
I knew I had to take him early. Isaiah, what do you know about CT? Do you know anything about CT? I know you're not a challenge guy.
I know absolutely nothing about this guy, but I've heard his name. So that must mean he's relevant in some scape, so shout out to CT. I don't know nothing about him though. I'm excited to get relevant. That's the one thing I'll say I like about shows like this. It gives me the opportunity to kind of see all these people that I hear names of over all the years, so excited to see CT.
Yeah, I think, Mark, you said it about CT is that he's smart. He's a puzzle. I mean, this isn't a competition show where like the competitions really matter on who goes home, but like he's a competition asset. Not only is he a physical beast, but he's really good at puzzles and he's just a really smart dude. So I think he has a good shot here. Everybody says Johnny Bananas is the GOAT. I think CT is the actual GOAT. CT's the GOAT. Javier, I'm going to bounce it to you. Who's your first pick?
So there's so many options here. And the last time we drafted for Traitors US 1, I did not play with my brain, I feel, because I had the first draft pick and I did not pick Three because I was like, I'm gonna let these other people who've seen her on Survivor pick her. Just so you know, I was trying to be a good person, playing with my heart. And I think this time I'm gonna use my brain and I want to win this draft. So and I don't think anyone's gonna pick my heart pick, so I'm gonna pick Parvati as my first choice.
Ooh.
Good choice.
I hate you.
Great choice. Great choice.
Oh,
So
All right, Janelle, give us your thoughts.
I was like, oh, I'm going to get her. There's no way he's going to pick her. I don't know. OG hardcore Parvati fan. Since the moment I saw her on Cook Islands, absolutely loved her. She killed it in Micronesia for me. I like her social game. She's a good physical player, and she gets along with a lot of different types of people I feel like she can connect with and work with. Her social game is her magic. I'm so angry she's not on my team, Javier. But yeah, that was going to be my first pick. I love her.
My biggest concern about her, though, is like the well-documented rivalry with Sandra.
Sandra?
Yeah.
That was like my biggest like for me, I had her on my list for sure, but it wasn't like my first round. I mean, she's absolutely one of my favorite players of all time. I've been rewatching all the seasons because my fiance is not the biggest in depth on Survivor knowledge, and we just recently watched Cook Islands and Micronesia, and just started rewatching Heroes versus Villains, and just like the way she plays games is just so masterful, and I'm really excited to see what she does in that castle in Scotland.
Yeah, I need her to just beat Sandra. If she could just do that, I will be a happy person. If she could just outlast Sandra, Janelle will be happy because I've already seen, we saw in the promo that Sandra's already speaking to her. I saw them shake hands. So I'm interested to see how much the show dives into this, and I hope they do. When there are connecting relationships between survivors, Big Brother players, challenge players, and even the Real Housewives women, I'm sure that they've met each other. I hope they give us a little bit of a backstory because it does nothing but make it more interesting. So I'm really, really hoping that they do that.
I just want to say it's funny. I've only seen one of Parvati's seasons. I only watched on Cook Island, so I've actually never seen her win Survivor.
Ooh.
Stop it!
You need to see Micronesia.
Yeah,
So-
Micronesia's an amazing
Yeah,
series.
I like her on Cook
And
Island.
so is Heroes versus Villains.
And I've heard all those talk about her being such an amazing whatever. So that's why I picked her. And what I saw from her on Cook Islands, I enjoyed. So I do think that she's going to be a great social player, and I can see her making a lot of good relationships. So that's honestly why I picked her. But yeah, just so everyone knows, I have not seen her winning season of Survivor.
You snatched up my favorite, and you haven't even seen
That's why I prefaced it with last time I didn't pick Sari for that reason because I hadn't seen her seasons. But this time I'm not doing that. I want to win this time, Janelle.
Isaiah, what's your thoughts on this pick?
Oh no, this is a great pick. Parvy's such a manipulator. But I'm curious to see how this works now that she's like, in a relationship now. Like she can't do the whole flirty thing that she does when she was in her prime. We kind of saw her in Winners at War, and she was pretty decent with Boston Rob, but she completely got swap screwed. So
Yeah.
she still got it. She still got it. I'm really curious to see how she does in this house, but if she's not a traitor, one, we would be getting robbed, and two, I'm really afraid for her because I don't think she would do that well as a faithful. So they have to put like at least one Big Brother Survivor person as a traitor, right? Like, come on.
I would
There's no way Dan, Parvati, or Sandra is not a traitor.
Yeah.
Parvati
will be my pick for it, though. I think Parvati will be an amazing traitor. So I'm here for it.
Please kill Sandra.
Oh my God.
Just to give a quick rundown of Parvati, she's a 4-time player of Survivor. She's an icon. I mean, she's one of the most popular. She's on the Mount Rushmore of Survivor players for sure, no question. She won Micronesia. She came in second place in terms of votes on Heroes versus Villains. She lost to Sandra's second win, and she she's a legend. She can't, and like you guys have said, she's come in with a pre-existing feud with Sandra that's been pretty popularized and pretty like well spoken about. So, and Isaiah, like you mentioned, she's in a new relationship. She's out as queer now, which is very exciting. She went through a divorce with her husband, who was also on Survivor. So she's living her best life. I'm excited to see her on TV in the year 2024, filmed in 2023. But I'm really excited to see what we get. I think she's really going to deliver, regardless if she's a faithful or a traitor. She just has the mind, I feel like, to like suss people out. I think she, like you said, Isaiah, is a good manipulator. She can play people really well. I just think she's going to, whatever happens, she's going to deliver us great TV.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm going to switch everybody in draft order so it's easier to follow. But yeah,
Ooh,
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. I forgot.
Perfect. While you do that, Janelle, let's go to you.
Give me Janelle.
Janelle's taking Janelle.
Give me Janelle.
Here
Like,
she is.
I don't love her social media presence that much, but when it comes to these games, we know she's good at them. I like her. She's good at competition. She's usually good socially. I know that she's aware of who some of these competition reality people are. I think that she would be the Achilles heel to a CT or a Dan or a Parvati or a Sandra because she's aware of their games at length. So give her to me. I'll take her.
Isaiah, you had a reaction, so I'm going to you next.
No, I think Janelle is pure chaos, right? Like she's very messy. She'll be fun in the challenges, but she has horrible game awareness in Big Brother. Luckily, if she is a traitor, she's screwed because she is such a bad liar. But she is naturally a hero and she calls people out, which is something good. In the traitor, we just need to hope that when she calls people out, that it's something good and not based off of like preconceived notions. I can also see Janelle being like one of those people who beefs with like a Bravo person, like that whole Rachel and the other girl feud
Kate.
from last season. That like I can easily see Janelle being one of those people. She hates people. Very like weak like personality. Like she's very catty. But listen, shout out Janelle. I think I know a lot of people don't like her, but she's hilarious to me. I like menaces. Shout out Janelle. I'm here for this pick, Janelle. So
she's
Janelle
definitely become more controversial now that like social media exists. To give a quick rundown of Janelle, she's been on 4 seasons of Big Brother 6, Big Brother 7, 14 with Dan, we should say. She played with Dan, and Big Brother 22. She was the first ever America's Favorite Player. She was a comp beast. She held a comp record for a while of, I don't remember if it's most competitions or veto wins or both, maybe. I don't remember.
Like 20 years she held that record.
Yeah, for a really long time up until Big Brother 24. And she, like you said, Janelle keeps up with reality TV. So she's going to know who every one of these people are. She's part of the community. She engages on Twitter. She's all over the place. And I think you're right, Isaiah. She's a menace and she's going to be messy. I did see, I think, on social media that her and Tamra from Real Housewives of OC are friends after filming. And she's actually one that I would have expected Janelle to feud with. So we'll see what happens there. But Javier, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think Janelle I agree. She is a very feisty. But if you saw her on Big Brother 22, I feel like she wasn't as feisty as she used to be in her early seasons on Big Brother 6 and 7, in my opinion. So hopefully she will come even with a bit more calmer energy. But I agree with Katie. I think her biggest asset is that I think she's going to know everyone. And she's going to, I wouldn't be shocked if she had some connection to everyone. So I can see her doing well, but she's just going to have to hopefully not be super spicy in this house. And that'll be the only way for her to really survive. So we'll see.
How about you, Mark?
I've always liked Janelle. As most people I know, I'm not the biggest Big Brother person. I like pick the seasons I've watched, but I have watched most of her seasons now. I just watched BB6 Elbows on Netflix. I like her. I don't think that she's going to do great in this game, but I don't think she's going to do bad. I'm getting like a Rachel Riley placement in my mind with her. Not necessarily gameplay style, but like I feel like it feels like that. I don't know. I mean, like I didn't really have her in my draft selection stuff, but she's good people and interesting. So she'll bring good TV at least.
Yeah, I was gonna actually just say the same thing. If Janelle's gonna do one thing, it's gonna be give us good TV. So I'm here. She might not be here for a long time, but she'll be here for a good time. So I'm ready for it.
No.
Mark, who's your first? You get 2 picks now, so we're snaking. So you get 2 picks. Who's your first?
I'm really excited this person's on the board. They're a person that caught my eye when the cast list was dropped. They're also not a person I think anyone would expect would be my first pick, but I have become a fan of them in the last few years. I will be drafting Peppermint first.
Oh, okay. Tell me more because I am not very RuPaul's Drag Race is kind of my blind spot for reality TV. So tell me everything. Give us the rundown.
Yeah, so I watched her first season, which she was great in just recently, and I thought it was fantastic. I think that she just has like a lot of good what the skills that she brings to this type of show is good for this cast. And I'm very, very excited to see how she plays along with this cast. And I feel like she won't be suspected as a traitor. I think she'll do a good job with her allies, regardless if she's a traitor or not. I also seen her act on Broadway, so that was really cool too. I don't know. I'm pretty excited to draft her.
I actually did see she's a Broadway actress. So tell me, what show is Peppermint in?
She was in Head Over Heels, which was the musical that, oh my god, I forgot the name. The band, the Vacation. Vacation.
Oh, Beach Boys?
No,
I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know why I'm speaking.
Regardless, she was hilarious in the show. I think the fact that she's smart and hilarious is always a good thing. I don't know. I just feel really good about Peppermint.
Awesome.
Yeah, just like CT, I'm not familiar with Peppermint, but I have heard the name Peppermint before in the RuPaul's Drag Race world, so she must be something of relevance as well. You know, excited to see how this goes. You know, that's not a strategy show as far as I'm aware of, so I'm very curious to see how that works out in this kind of setting. You know, but good pick. If I know you and I never seen your show, you gotta be something. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly, that's how I feel about Peppermint too. You know, I looked her up.
The Go-Go's. Sorry.
Oh, the Go-Go's. Thank you.
Yeah.
They, you know, I looked up Peppermint. I know she came in, I think, runner-up season 9 of RuPaul's Drag Race, and people just seem super excited to watch Peppermint. So that makes me excited because if people are excited about someone, that means they're going to be good TV. So we also got a contestant on Traitors Canada, Fierce from RuPaul's Drag Race Canada, who gave us great TV. Maybe not great strategy, right, Javier? I don't know about that, but entertaining nonetheless. So any thoughts, Javier, from you?
I have so many thoughts. So first of all, when I was saying my heart pick was Peppermint, that's who I really. I'm very
you
sad.
You should have gone with your heart, Javier.
But I like
with your heart.
I should have, but this time I didn't. So Peppermint was the person who I really wanted on my team. So damn you, Mark. But no, I get it. I watched Peppermint on season 9. She was amazing on Drag Race. She's amazing outside of Drag Race. She has charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. She is just an amazing person, and I think she's gonna be so good for the reasons Mark said. She just has such like a lovable person. She's hilarious, and she really just knows how to get along with people. So I really see her doing really well on this show, and I hope she does really well. And if she wins, I will be happy for Mark. That's the only person I'll be happy to lose to will be to Mark because he picked Peppermint.
Oh wow, that's super cool.
That is
I love that woman.
Quite a statement. That makes me really love her.
Oh, and also I have a personal reason why I also love her. She was the first drag queen I ever saw live in New York City.
Oh, that's so fun.
I love that also about. So that was a formative experience. So I was like, yes, I love Peppermint.
Yeah. Janelle, any thoughts?
No, I don't. I've heard of Peppermint, but I've never seen the show. So they must.
I know. Silent Podcast. Yeah. We gotta pick up on the RuPaul's Drag Race. We gotta get on it. I know. Right? I know. All right, Mark. Second pick.
Well, I mean, this one. I mean, I gotta. If I don't, then I'm gonna be upset myself. I mean, Sandra Diaz Twine.
Yeah, I know.
She's queen herself. I mean, absolutely one of the best Survivor players out there by being just a really good ally. But like also like not suspicious, which could also hurt her. And I don't know if she's gonna do good in this game, but it's like a Parvati or a Dan Gieseling in my mind, where they're like they can do it, but can they do it? Mm-hmm. I don't know. But like I feel like for her to do well, she and Parvati are going to have to be like, hey, we're working together. Regardless.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, I love Sandra. I met her a couple times and she's super kind and I love her. It's easy pick.
She was going to be my first pick if I didn't pick CT. I was waffling between the two of them. Janelle, I'm sorry, but Sandra is my favorite Survivor player. Although I will say last year she really showed her ass with her Jeff Varner stuff. I'm not going to give her a pass for that. But as a player, I do enjoy the way that she plays Survivor. She's played 4 times. She's the first ever 2-time winner. She's a fan favorite. She had a freaking Island of the whatever that thing was called. Idol made out of her. A huge whatever. I have no words, but I think she's really exciting to watch as a player. I really love her Anyone But Me strategy. I think she can lower her threat level, even though she's obviously a really huge threat. I'm worried, just like I'm worried for any heavy hitter in this game because of their reputation. But I'm hoping, because there are so many of these legends, that we're not going to see them go out super early, like maybe we saw in Winners at War or Big Brother 22. So I don't know. I'm hoping for the best, but I'm excited to see her back on TV and see what she can do. And shout out to her braces. She's full on wearing adult braces on television. Let's go.
Wow.
I mean, she's a solid pick. You can't honestly, if she was still there, I would have picked her next. Even though I don't want to, I was going to. So she's a solid pick. You can't knock her game. She has a strong social game, and she gets in with people, and she makes her way towards the end. I just hope there's a Denise this season.
Not Denise.
Yeah.
Javier, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I think Sandra is an amazing Survivor player. She's one of the few seasons of Survivor I've seen, so I saw her win Survivor. I know what she's capable of. I think she's amazing at the game. I've seen maybe 6 Survivor seasons, and she's the best player that I've seen from all of those. So I do think she's going to do well. I think she's an amazing pick. I agree with what I think Mark said, that I hope her and Parvati can work together because they can be a very formidable duo in this game. And I think regardless of whether she's a traitor or a faithful, I see her doing very well in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I think them working against each other would be both of their demises. That would be so silly. I know Parvati is willing to put stuff aside and work together if she thinks it will benefit her game. I guess we will see if Sandra will.
Janelle, you don't like Sandra. Just
Janelle is a hater.
Janelle is such a stan, bro.
Sandra hater.
Oh, you guys remember all that drama that happened last year with a group and some comments made? That was
who cares? Sandra is the queen.
Is the
queen.
Queen.
The best winner ever of Survivor, 2 times.
She's a great player. She's a great winner.
No. She is the 2-time winner that didn't need to win Winners at War. Put some respect on her name, bro. Listen, Sandra, I give her max 3 episodes. She's going to lose. She's going to do terrible. But because she has a very smart mouth. All right, even if she's a traitor, if she's it doesn't matter. She ain't going to be here too long. But I'm very excited to see Sandra here. This whole Parvati and Sandra thing, it's going to get squashed within seconds. You know what I'm saying? Don't even just like Brittany and Nicole, they squash their things and their game. This ain't going to last too long, okay? But Sandra's going to find someone to have a problem with. And the moment anybody puts her name out there, it's a wrap, okay? So she's here for a good time, not a long time. She knows how to get a check. She'll get it over here. She'll get it on Peacock, CBS, overseas. It doesn't matter where it's at.
Yeah.
She will literally get a check, and she knows what she's doing. So, shout out for the money getter. Okay, queen stays queen because she knows how to get that bread. That's all.
Yes. Thank you, Isaiah, for giving her the respect. This woman deserves. Yes, exactly.
No, she's not here for the show. She's here for the money. Okay, that's
notes. I will say I do see Sandra maybe being someone that starts beef with the Bravo girls. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be Janelle. I think it might be Sandra, and I think her and the Real Housewives of Atlanta girlies are not going to hit it off.
Find someone to not like. Yes. It's going to happen. So.
Yes. Yeah, I think Janelle would be sipping wine and wearing the same brands as those housewives. So
she'll fit right in.
Yes.
All right. 2 great picks, Mark. Janelle, we're going to snake it back around to you. Who's your second pick?
I have no idea. Honestly, I really, truly don't. I'm going to go with a competition person because I just feel like naturally I'm just assuming that they will do better. So I'm going to go with Trishelle.
I like
think
this
that
choice.
she's
Get
from
the
the
blondes locked up.
Not my first picks, but she's from the competition world. She is not as well known as Johnny or CT. So she would be able to fly under the radar a lot better than those two, especially a Johnny in that personality.
Mhm.
So she's had some experience in these games. She's social. So let's see how she does.
Yeah, Trishelle's a legend. I do think you're right. She doesn't have as much like current day notoriety, but like, let's not get it, mistaken with Trishelle. She was on one of the most iconic, changed the game of Real World seasons, Real World Las Vegas in 2002. That like changed the way that the Real World was casted, filmed, whatever. It was like totally different up until that season. She's a little bit of a villain, I would say.
Yes.
I would call her a villain. I think she also plays poker somewhat professionally, or she has played poker somewhat professionally. She's appeared on 5 seasons of The Challenge. She was also most recently on Challenge All-Star Season 1, where she was a mess. So, like, messy. So I think she's going to give us great TV, and I think she could be good at this game. If you're a poker player, I don't know.
We'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued by her. I'm very intrigued. Like obviously I watched her like in high school while watching on Real World and it was really challenge seasons. I'm intrigued because like she's like the biggest question mark of people that I've watched in the shows. Like there's a lot of people I'm like, yeah, I've never even heard of this guy. Sure, I'm sure you're great at stuff, but like she's someone like I've seen before, but like no one's really seen her in years do things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know Trishelle from watching her on the Real World and on the Challenge. I agree with Mark though. I don't really know what to expect from her. Like Katie says, she was on the Challenge All Stars and she flopped really badly.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did. So I hopefully for Janelle's sake, she doesn't flop. But I really I don't know what to expect from her on this show at all.
Yeah.
Isaiah, have you heard of Trishelle? Do you know who she is?
I recognize the name. I don't know anything about her, but everyone talks about Trishelle. So she must be something iconic. Okay, I don't know how she's gonna go.
I see you sound sleepy after Sandra rant.
So.
Yeah, Valencia called out her nickname Trashelle. She was known as Trashelle for quite a while. I think she might have been, and don't quote me on this because I could be wrong, but like Battle of the Reality Stars back in the early 2000s, and like Dr. Will was on. I don't remember, but I think she was like, so she's been around the block a few times on reality. I think she's the biggest surprise to me to see on the cast. I mean, Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan are a bigger surprise to me, but we'll get there if they get drafted. I don't know. One of them will, so we'll talk about it. But
because it's like everyone that's on the challenge is like a current challenge player, a legend, but a current challenge player, except for her. Like you would expect somebody like Karen Maria or something like that to be in that spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
All
right, Javier, next pick.
All right, so my next pick is going to be one of my, honestly, maybe one of my top 2 The Challenge people, and it's going to be the Challenge male players, and it's going to be Bananas. Bananas is a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
I think he makes great TV. He is literally we talk about menaces, but Bananas is literally the definition of a menace on the Challenge every season. And I think he did well on, what was that show? House of Villains as well.
He did very well.
He went pretty far in House of Villains as well. So I think people just for some reason gravitate towards Bananas. So I really foresee him doing well. I see him getting in with, I feel like he's easily going to be able to work with the Bravo girls. And I just really see him doing really well. So I think Bananas is going to do well on the show. Will he win? I don't know. But I also would enjoy seeing him as a traitor. I think he would be very sneaky and good as a traitor too. So I think he's going to give us good TV regardless. And I like Bananas. I know he's very polarizing in the Challenge world, but I'm a big Bananas fan.
I think he's been on so much reality TV lately. Yes. I think he's going to be super, super well known. People are going to have seen him around. He has a huge personality. He does have great social game. He does draw people to him. But I think that his big personality, his big persona is not going to be good for him here. I think a more laid back personality would suit better for this game, but we'll see. I think he's going to go early, honestly.
I am in the same boat as Janelle, honestly, because like I personally never liked him, and I've been watching like all the seasons of the Challenge. I've not watched because I stopped watching for like 10 years, and I watched the Rivals 3, and I don't think I've ever been more mad at like a twist where someone screws their partner over like that. But I don't like him, and I can't cheer for him like other people that are major challenge people. I like West, I like CT. Those are like my dudes, you know. But like I'm happy he's on the show. I think he's gonna get voted out because he's annoying. Like
I can see the polarization here about Johnny Bananas. Just to give a quick rundown of Johnny Bananas for anyone who's not familiar, who might be listening. He originally appeared on The Real World as well. So we have 3 Real Worlders who turned into challengers. He first appeared in 2006 on Real World Key West. He's been on 21 seasons of the challenge. He's won 7 times. He's won the most games out of anybody, most challenge seasons. Won a total of $1.2 million. That's not including, I don't think he's won any of the spinoffs because CT won the 2 Champs vs. Stars and he didn't win Challenge USA, that season that he was on. But he did most recently appear on House of Villains and he had a great showing there. I won't spoil for anybody, but he did do very well. What Mark is referring to is Rivals 3, his partner, Sarah. They were rivals. They came in, they worked together. At the end, they won. I'm sorry for the spoilers, but it's like over a decade old at this point. And he stole the money from her. He had the option to split the money or steal it. He stole the money from her. He's the ultimate challenge villain for sure. I don't root for him, but I cannot deny that he makes the challenge what it is today. I mean, like, he is like a challenge icon. I do, like I said, I think CT is the actual GOAT. I think he's a better player than Bananas, but I do think Bananas is like the star of the challenge. Other than TJ Lavin, he is the challenge. I think he could do really well here. I think he can work really well with people like a Tamra Judge, maybe a Phaedra. I just think he can get in with the women. Like, he has this charisma that for some reason, even though he's been on reality TV for almost 20 years, being a low down fucking loser fuckboy, he still gets women every season that he's on the show. Women fawn over him. He obviously is charming. Like, there's got to be something that this guy's doing right. He has an infamous personality, and yet he still goes far every single time. Like, I just think he's gonna get away. He's gonna figure it out, unfortunately. And listen, if I want anybody on this cast to be a traitor, I want it to be Johnny Bananas, because he's gonna be ruthless. He stole money from his partner that he won with. He's gonna just slash anybody on the Traitors, and I would like to see it.
Listen, that Cyra Rice thing was a formative reality TV episode for you guys.
Iconic.
Formative in what way?
I can watch it. It is just such an amazing scene. He was just the villain of all villains, and it was just watching. Listen, I don't have a really opinion on Sarah, but it was just such good TV, and I'm a fan of good TV, and Bananas will always do good TV.
Yes.
And that was just so iconic to me. The fact that he took the money. I feel like only Bananas would have done that. Every other duo on Rivals 3 probably wouldn't have done that except Bananas.
Well, we got Millionaire Mitchell also who did it.
He deserved it.
Yes, he did.
I have been watching Johnny since Real World. I watched his Real World season in real time. The year, 2006?
Yeah,
I was in college, but I've watched it in real time. I've watched the majority of his seasons. He's come a long way. He's evolved a lot. He's much better than he used to be. He's better than he used to be.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Like, he used to be. He's better than he used to be, and nobody can deny the legend that he is. So I'm interested to see how he does. I still think he's not going to do well because he's so well known and he's so polarizing, but we'll see.
To be fair,
Isaiah, what do you think about this man?
Oh, I was just saying, I refused to watch the challenge, but I finally experienced him in House of Villains, and this guy is like a menace. Like, I don't think he's going to do well, like, at all, unless he's a traitor. Even then, I don't think he's going to last too long as a traitor, but I think he knows why he gets asked to be on these shows. I think the doors have definitely opened for challenge people to be on other shows because of him. Because I'm gonna be honest, I have no will to even want to see any of these other people until I see them. Like, okay, I'll open my mind to the challenge people, maybe. But I think he's a great TV, and if he's single still when he goes into his house, it will be interesting to see if he brings some kind of flirtatious element to the challenge, because we did not have that last season. So it'll be interesting.
What does anybody know? I know Lindsay Hubbard from Summer House was rumored to be on the cast. I guess she's not on the cast, but they were rumored to be hanging out after that. So I don't know what went on there, but if anyone knows, put it in the chat, because I remember seeing her as a rumored. Yeah, we'll see. But you can tell how polarizing Johnny Bananas is by the varying opinions. And I just want to preface, I'm not a Johnny Bananas fan as a person. but you can't deny that he's good television.
Right.
Okay.
I agree.
I'm gonna be the first one to pick a Bravo person. It's only fitting, because I'm a Bravo stan. So I'm picking Fedra Parks, Shady Faye. She's from Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is what I wanted to talk about earlier when I mentioned that some of these women are con women by trade. I will give you a quick rundown of Fedra Parks. She is originally from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Her first season of the show, she lied about how far along she was in her pregnancy for whatever reason, and the women like questioned her because she didn't know her due date because she didn't do the math right. She is a mess. She is hilarious, but she's also probably a terrible person. She got removed from the show because she lied about sexual assault allegations about another cast member, Candy Burris, very famous Candy Burris.
Not Candy.
Yes, Candy. And she was removed from the show. She is a lawyer. She also became a mortician. Her husband went to jail for being a con man, literally a con man. And the rumor, the theory is that she was using dead people's information and giving it to her convict husband. This woman is a mess. So she can lie, she can steal, she is funny, she has charisma, she has a great personality, she will make you laugh, she's going to get along with everybody. She's currently on Married to Medicine. Actually, she's the first housewife to be removed from Housewife and then come back on a different Bravo show. So she's currently on Married to Medicine Atlanta right now, this current season. And I really can't wait to watch what yes, Valencia said in the chat, former lawyer of Bobby Brown, famously married to Whitney Houston, rest in peace. So this woman has a lot going on. So I'm just excited to watch her, and she lies by trade. So I just can't wait to see what she can do in the show. I've never seen her. I don't think she's ever done competition reality, but if any Bravo star can do it, Fedra Parks can do it.
Yeah, I watched that show, the Atlanta Housewives, when it started. First couple of maybe 5 seasons in. So I'm aware of who Phaedra is. I've seen her. I don't like her. I don't love her. I don't hate her. I don't know how I think she's going to do. What did you say?
You don't like nobody, Janelle.
She's okay, but I don't like her. I don't love her. She's done some really trashy things, but I think she's going to be good TV. I think she's going to have moments. She's going to have snippets. She's going to give in her, do we call them DRs? What do we call them? But she's going to give in that aspect. Do you know what I mean? So I have no idea strategy-wise, but she's not dumb. So.
If anybody has time, they should look up the reunion where she read Kenya Moore to filth. It was actually, she said so many disgusting things, but it's one of the most iconic moments of Real Housewives of Atlanta history. So if you want to know anything about Phaedra, you should look that up.
Is this the one that said you phony, you fake? No, that's not her. That's somebody else. It's a different show. Anyway, I don't know her, but she's mean to Candy. I like Candy, so I hope she loses. I like Candy a lot, and that just hurt my soul. So.
I know.
Get her out of here.
Candy didn't deserve what she did to her. And they were very good friends, too, at the time. It was a mess.
Yeah, get her out of here.
Javier and Mark, do you guys have any thoughts about Phaedra? Do you know Phaedra?
I've heard of her name before, and she clearly stole your heart, Katie. So...
She's not I will say she's not one of my favorites. One of my favorite reality Bravo people is on this cast. She's not going to get picked, so she might be my next, but it's not Phaedra.
I'll say this though, like I'm intrigued by how she's going to play after what you just said, and she's going to bring good TV, so that's good.
She's going to be great TV. She's very smart.
I've never seen Real Housewives of Atlanta either, but I've seen so many clips of Phaedra online. Like, she is so memeable. She's another one of those housewives, along with the Nene Leakes of the world, who are just memed all the time. So I know her from that, and she seems hilarious. So I'm excited for the TV she's going to give me. And like I learned on season 1 with Kate, like the Bravo women who are messy on Bravo are going to be messy on here. So I'm excited to see her I foresee her dragging someone, and I'm ready for that, because that's why I really watch reality TV here, guys, is to see people get dragged. And Phaedra's good at that, so I hope she drags somebody. So I'm excited for that. But I do not see her doing well on the Traitors as a winner type of show that she's going to win. So
she has a confessional in like the promo. What is it, like? This is not The Bachelor. And
for Pilot Pete
for a rose or something. Yeah, she's gonna give. She's gonna serve in that way.
Yeah, she's giving us good TV. I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right, Isaiah, you got 2. Who's your first?
Oh God, he's adjusting his suit for everyone who's not watching.
All right.
He's adjusting his suit for everyone who's not watching.
All right.
Settle in.
We're gonna have to pick someone who finessed not only the entire world, not only the entire basketball world, but Michael Jordan's co-star's wife. We need Marcus Jordan.
Oh my God. I can't wait to talk about
If
this.
we really need a manipulator, now he ain't manipulator, but if we need someone who knows how to finesse a situation, why not the guy who finessed Scottie Pippen's wife? And he's Michael Jordan's son. That's crazy. So
we have to talk about this.
I don't understand what they're
could
doing.
not wait to talk about this because Larsa Pippen is a menace, and I do not understand how this man got on this show other than the fact that he's dating his dad's former teammate's ex-wife. Like, this is a mess. There's a 16-year age gap between them. She's 49, he's 32, I think, or 33 or something like that. And her ex-husband played professional basketball on the Chicago Bulls with the Michael Jordan. And now they're dating. Like, can we just let that sink in for a second?
It's insane.
Scotty and MJ. It's Scotty and MJ.
What?
Like, crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's wild. He's now on the Real Housewives of Miami with her because she's on the Real Housewives of Miami, and I'm confused by this casting choice.
I only know this because of the sports world, and I had no idea he was even on TV until you just said it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm it was headlines like crazy when it was out, and even Michael Jordan was like, "I don't approve of this."
Yeah,
he still did it. So the fact that he's even on the show, I'm like, this is just such a messy casting choice. But hey, why not? We're at the bottom of the barrel here, okay? So let's go, Marcus.
Already.
Even on the Peacock, I don't know I think it's on the Peacock casting page. Their photos are together. It says Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan. They don't have a separate entry, and I don't understand. Are they playing together?
She's on the cast too.
Yes, she's on the cast too. She is on the cast too. That's why this is a mess. This is a mess.
It's the first time this is happening, right? An actual relationship.
Yeah, I don't understand how this happened. Do these people have fans? I don't get it.
Where's Dennis Rodman's third child, huh?
Yeah, who's he gonna date?
Everything.
Wait.
Isaiah did not know that before he made his pick.
I guess not. You did not do your research. Larsa Pippen is here.
Did you hear?
He gets 2 picks, so he can pick her too.
Yeah, you want to pick the couple?
Pick her too, Isaiah.
Yeah, because I could talk about her.
Do it, Isaiah. Do it for the lulz. You already got keys.
We're picking Larsa Pippen on the team.
Yes!
Let's go.
I really didn't think she was going to get drafted.
We got Jordan and Pippen of the Traitors on the same season, okay?
Can they do it?
Let's do it. Okay.
So Giesling is Phil Jackson, right?
Huh?
Say again?
Giesling is Phil Jackson. Right?
Yep, and Dan's Phil Jackson. Exactly. We got the coach and everything, bro. Yo, that's crazy. He's a coach.
Oh,
that's true. He is a coach.
Yeah, I like that, Murray. I like it.
Okay, let's talk about Larsa Pippen for a second. She's a Real Housewife of Miami. She is probably having one of the all-time worst housewife seasons of all time. She is showing up. She's a mess. She's just a mess. Like I said, she's dating her ex-husband's former teammate's son. Clearly, we talked about it. She's also a former Kardashian bestie. She used to be best friends with Kim Kardashian. She was in their crew, and now she's excommunicated. And I don't know if we ever got the real reason why, but I know Kanye West was tweeting about her kind of back in the day when he was still married to Kim. So I don't really know what went on there, but she's a mess. So I think you have a nice messy team right now.
Listen,
Isaiah.
when I don't know how many traders are going to pick, but at least one of the population has to be someone that's nothing to do with this strategy world, okay? And look, one of these two got to be a trader at this point.
I think you're right. You're right.
So I'm here for it. They can't. Do you have a couple in the house and you're not going to make one of them a trader? Be serious. If not both of them, that'll be even crazier. But
I don't know. I like the idea of both being faithfuls and thinking that one possibly is a traitor. I mean, I do agree.
Crazy.
It's a thing. If you have a partner, you're is that person acting differently? I don't know. I think it'd be fun to have them both as faithfuls, but have them be very suspicious of each other. So
I want to see Larsa fight somebody. I didn't even know she was in here, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, she's a mess.
I'm here for it. Thank you for telling me about that. I did not plan on.
You're very welcome. She just this recent season that's airing right now on Real Housewives of Miami threw a welcome home party because he went on a 5-day trip and invited a whole bunch of people over to her party. So they're very codependent.
They cast
5 whole
people
days.
like this to distract everyone from the actual game. Like, oh, they're taking up all the talking time at the meeting. I hate these people. Let's get them out of here. Look, amazing casting, Peacock. I didn't even know that this was a thing in here. W casting. I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. Let's do it.
Does anybody else have any Larsa thoughts? I'll see what else I wrote about her. I think we covered it all. I'm shocked that she's even here. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So, but I'm ready for it. Okay, my next choice. I think I'm going with my girl, one of my actual favorites, Sheree Whitfield. She by Sheree. I'm rounding out the Real Houses of Atlanta on my team here because I don't care if I win this draft. I'm here for fun. I'm here for good TV. And Sheree is one of the all-time greatest housewives. She is one of my favorites. I will stand up for Sheree forever. She's known for such things of such iconic moments as She by Sheree, her clothing line that took maybe over a decade to actually come out, and then She by Shein because it was all Shein clothes that were marked up like 200%. She also took over a decade to build Chateau Sheree, her home that was in her mom's name. She is famously known for Who Gonna Check Me Boo when she went off on the party planner. Sheree is an icon. She's known for not paying her bills. She's just a mess, but she is such amazing television that I just couldn't go without picking her. Like I love her. She took a break in between a few seasons of Atlanta and she's back and she's just great television. She's great television.
Being known for not paying your bills is crazy, but
she's very well known for not paying her bills. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember. Those are the seasons that I watched with her.
She pulled Kim Zolciak. She shifted Kim Zolciak's wig. She's like, I didn't pull it. I shifted it. She's just so funny. She just gives me everything I need from a reality star, and I'm just excited to watch her.
Wait, Katie, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that one more time? She grabbed someone's wig on the show, and
yes, I think it was season 1. They were talking to Lindsay Lohan's daddy on the street. She was with Nene, and Kim Zolciak famously wore a wig because she had like a fake, I don't know if it's a fake disease, but I'm pretty sure it's a fake disease. Wigs. Terrible wigs. And she pulled her wig to get her attention. But she's like, I didn't pull it, I shifted it. And she's really an icon. I mean, like, she's one of the funniest women on television on Bravo for sure. And you guys think Phaedra's going to drag someone? Sheree's going to be the one that drags someone. I don't think it's going to be Phaedra. I think it's going to be Sheree.
Okay, it's gonna be a fun season. It's gonna be like a messy season. There's a lot of messy people in the season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a lot of intuitive people. Listen, when you speak about like Bravo people, you're speaking like a whole different language to me. I'm like, who are these people?
I'm gonna have to share some like greatest hits for Phaedra and Sheree. We can't forget joggers, spring, summer, joggers. I mean, these are all jokes that you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about, but the Bravo people will know what I'm talking about.
Are we getting a Bravo traitor this season though?
I think we're gonna have to get at least one. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
I hope not.
There's 4 of them, 5 of them.
Well, Janelle is a hater.
Janelle, what did Bravo do to you?
A hater.
Nothing.
Janelle is a hater.
I'm sorry.
Any thoughts on, I know you guys probably don't know Sheree that well, but any thoughts on Sheree? Hopefully I gave you a picture of both her and Phaedra.
I like the fact that
know her, but we'll just see.
Yeah. They will. They'll give us good TV.
And that's why we're really here. At least that's why I'm really here. So
yes, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Javier, who's your next pick?
All right. So I think we've already picked the winner of the show. So I really don't think it matters who I pick from here on out. I only know one of the people left, but I'm not going to pick that person. So hopefully I get him at the end. Ooh. But I'm actually going to pick someone who I've seen a lot of talk about them on Twitter when they were on their show. And I'm going to pick Ekin Su.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like I said, I know nothing about this person. I've never seen Love Island UK or any of the Love Islands, but I just remember her being talked about a lot on Twitter. So she must be popular, and hopefully she does a good job in this show.
Love Island, another show I refuse to watch, but I'm so glad you picked her because I was about to struggle trying to figure out how to say her name. And I almost picked her just to do it. I was like, maybe I pick her just to try to say her name, but you robbed me of it. And that's okay. I don't know. When it comes to Love Island and these crossover shows, do they ever do well? I don't know. But she's here. So shout out to her.
We've seen some great Love Island appearances on Challenge USA, I will say.
Yeah.
She's no Justine.
I don't know her, but I assume she's no Justine.
There you go.
I don't watch Love Island either, so I don't know her, but I agree with you, Javier. People seemed really excited about her casting. And I know she's had like some spin-off shows too in the UK, so she seems pretty popular in general. So anybody that can be that popular on reality TV is going to give us something to watch. So I'm excited.
And I think she won Love Island. I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know what it means to win Love Island.
I don't know what that means either.
But
she's now Love and Money on Love Island.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I think I watched the first season, but I think it's the same thing.
I don't know much. That's another blind spot for me. We need like a Carrie or someone else to come give us the inside info. Anybody else have any thoughts about Ekin Sue?
She's pretty.
She's very pretty.
She is.
Which could do good for the Traitors. Like if Johnny Bananas is like in like horny Johnny Bananas mode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know her current relationship status, but if she's single and he's single, maybe they'll hit it off. I don't know.
That would be a mess just because right now in the current challenge season, there's Johnny drama because he's supposed to be dating one of the girls on the show. So to see him be on two shows airing at the same time with girl drama would be.
And don't forget House of Villains with Corinne.
Oh, yeah.
Drama there too. So he could get a three-peat of just lady drama. See what I mean about Johnny Bananas? The women love him. I don't really get it, but. All right, Janelle, who's your next pick?
I don't know these people.
I know
I'm
this
really
is
researching mine right now, honestly, Janelle.
Okay. I don't even know what show MJ is from.
Shaws of Sunset.
What is that?
It's on Bravo. It's a show that follows wealthy or wealthy-ish Persian friends in the Persian community in LA. Just live their lives. It's a messy show. She's on and off very good friends with Reza from season 1. He was first out in season 1 of US, but
no, he was
they
crazy.
were yep.
Was he crazy?
Yep, and they've had a lot of crazy moments on that show.
It's basically like the rich version of Jersey Shore.
I get I get they don't live in a house together, so it's a little different. It's like
it's like one of those shows when you think of reality TV and you never watch it. That's reality TV.
Yeah. It's kind of like that.
Gotcha,
okay. Just like living their lives. Why are we watching this? But it's entertaining. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm going to go with The Last Housewife.
Tamra.
I don't know anything about Tamra, but I'll pick her.
Really? All the blondes.
I know, Janelle.
Blonde bombshells.
Yes.
I don't know anything about her, but I don't know anything about most of these people.
Tamara's in the thick of some drama on the internet right now. You could tell I haven't podcasted about Bravo because I just want to talk about all the mess and it's been so long. But she's having some drama right now with the Tres Amigas, her old lady friends from the Real Housewives of OC, but she's from the original Housewives, Real Housewives of OC. She came in, I think, on season 3, and she changed the game for Housewives. Before Tamra joined, it was literally just about rich women and their annoying children, and Tamra made it about the drama with the women. Like, Housewives today exists because of Tamra. I don't like Tamra. I actually think she's a vile, awful person, but she changed the game for Bravo and for Housewives, so I have to give her some respect. But she's kind of a monster. I will say she's a monster. Mm-hmm.
Why do these people got jobs? This is crazy, bro.
Because they make good TV. She did get fired, and she just got brought back last season.
Oh, oops.
And she's
are they actually married? Like, are they actually married to people?
Some of them. Most of them are not anymore. She is.
How are you like a housewife, but you're not an actual wife?
Well, because you're rich.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the term has evolved in the decade and a half the show's been on. I would love that. I would love that.
And I had the Housewives.
I would love that. Let's discuss. I think she could be good at the show. I think I'm the only one who knows who she is, but I think she could be good at the show. She She's pretty smart, I will say. She's definitely like pretty conniving. I think she's very manipulative. She makes good TV. And I do think she has a relationship with Janelle now after the show. So maybe that means she's pretty likable. Could be. She could be a good traitor. I would actually see if anybody from Bravo was a traitor. I would expect it to be either her or Fedra, I think could be the pick.
Keep an eye out on her then. She sounds like a traitor based off what you're saying.
Yeah, actually, Vicky Gunvalson, who's the longest, well, she's not on the Housewives anymore, but she, Tamara was tweeting today. She's feuding. They were very good friends. She was tweeting today about the traitors, and Vicky responded and was like, "Perfect show for you," because she's a traitor. She like turned on her in her friendship. So,
oh my goodness,
she could be a traitor. Yeah, she could be a traitor.
I'm intrigued by her in the same way that I was intrigued by Brandy from the first season. So
yeah, she's Brandy-esque.
Okay,
a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
The Brandy Glanfield's big.
I like Brandy. I like Brandy on Big Brother, and I liked her on.
I liked her on The Apprentice. Okay, that's where I saw her. She was funny.
Oh my god, that's right. I forgot she was on
Brandy's
that.
Hilarious. So Tamara
Most of
brings
the
that kind of
Housewives
energy.
knows because of that.
She's a little Brandy-ish. Brandy's a little more, I think, messy. Well, drunk messy, and Tamara's a little bit more like drama messy.
Yeah.
All right. Mark, who you got?
All right. Yeah, I'm giving the last 2 picks that I wanted. I guess. I mean, I know one person in this cast, and I'm not picking them because I've only seen them dance, and that's about it. But I'm gonna go with I'm thinking back to the first season, right? Like there's a show that a player was on that they came in 4th place.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go for the Bachelor representation of this cast, Peter Weber.
Pilot Pete.
He seems like a nice guy. Maybe Ari, I don't know. I literally never watched an episode of The Bachelor, or Bachelorette, which apparently he's on too.
Yeah, I mean, I can give you I unfortunately know all of these people that we've discussed, and I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but I can give you the history of Peter. He came in 3rd place. Expert. Well, this is Bachelor.
Oh, that's
so
why you're the love expert.
He came in 3rd place on Hannah Brown's season, and then he was like pretty messy on his season. I think he picked one girl. I haven't watched it in a while, but he picked one girl and then decided to pick the other girl, very much like Ari. Ari did the same thing. And then he ended up deciding to go with the other girl, and his mom was like super heavily involved. He ended up breaking up with the other girl, the second girl he picked, and there was a girl who was on his show that he had a pre-existing relationship with, and he ended up with her after the cast. They broke up. They've been back together a bunch of times. He's messy. He's like kind of a fuckboy. He's a pilot though.
Cool.
So good for him. I don't know why he's on the show. I don't think he's very relevant in the Bachelor world anymore. So I'm a little confused. But neither was Ari when he was on the show.
I'm not going to lie. With all these descriptions, a lot of these people could be traitors from you, Katie.
Yeah, I mean, they picked messy people. Like Peter is a messy bachelor. They should have had his mom on the cast. Pilot Peter. Mm-hmm. I think it's a good pick, Mark.
Okay, cool. My last pick, I guess, since everyone knows about Peter now, is another person I never really heard of until recently. Apparently, they might be good for this show, so I'm going for Kevin Kreider.
That's the
Bling Empire dude.
Bling Empire.
Yeah. Apparently, he's good at blending in with normal people who's on Bling Empire. So I don't know.
I don't really know Bling Empire. To me, when I was just quickly researching the cast, it sounds like Shahs of Sunset. It sounds like it's kind of the same thing.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So tell us.
Yeah, so Bling Empire is just people just wealthy. It's just wealthy Asian people in California just living their life. And Kevin is actually considered the poorer one from all of them.
I saw that in the description.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So that is his role in the show. He's the main character of Bling Empire. Honestly,
so he's like the star.
He's like the star who unifies everyone because Kevin was actually going to be my last choice, just because I knew who he was. But Kevin, he's also he's not the brightest tool in the toolbox in my experience from the 2 seasons I saw. He's kind of like a little airheady. That's because he's like a model and he's airheady, and it's just not that all model, but that's just the vibe that he gives, that stereotypical vibe off from that side of it. So I don't think he's gonna do well on the show, but yeah, that was his role in Bling Empire. He was like the main character basically.
Is he kind of like not that Kyle Cook from Summer House is wealthy, but is he kind of like the Kyle personality, maybe where he was kind of like, he came in as like a partier, doesn't really know much,
He is
but
a
then he could
partier,
surprise
yeah.
us.
He might surprise us. Yeah, Kevin might surprise us. Yeah, maybe he will be good at the show.
Yeah, I saw when I was looking him up that he's the least wealthy, but his net worth is still $10 million. So like,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't feel bad for this man.
For anyone who's not watching, he's not actually.
Yeah.
But
is Bling Empire like a reality show, or is it like an acting thing?
Reality. It's literally just people living their lives. Like Katie was saying, Shahs of Sunset is. It sounds like that's what Bling Empire is. Just people living their lives. Like they go to. There's some drama and stuff. It was decent TV for the first season. I'm not gonna lie. The first season was pretty solid. If you like mess, but
yeah, I do.
Okay,
you're selling it.
But the show got canceled after 3 seasons. So
cool.
Oh wow,
sad.
I mean, Isaiah, since you're obsessed, you want me to rate him with Dan Giesling?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Janelle. This is our last pick, everyone, by the way.
I know, and I don't really know anybody. Like I said, I know Maxim from Dancing with the Stars, but I'm going to go with Miss MJ. She looks interesting to me.
All girl.
I don't know anything about her.
Messy MJ.
She's not blonde.
Messy. She's not blonde.
I needed somebody to counter that blonde. Yeah, I don't have anything to say as to why her picture is interesting. I think she's pretty. I don't know anybody else, so let's go MJ.
MJ will give us good TV, I think. And she's very dialed into reality television. Like she's on Bravo. Well, not anymore. The show's canceled, but she was on Bravo, and you always kind of see her commenting on like Instagram posts about reality television. Like she's kind of like Janelle in that way. Like she stays pretty tuned in. So I wouldn't be surprised if she knew who some of these other reality stars are. I don't know if she watches a competition reality, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's familiar with some of them. She could be good. She's also a liar, so I wouldn't be surprised if she did well.
We'll see.
Another candidate for our Traitors. Listen, Katie, you're killing it with these descriptions.
She would have been my next pick. I would have picked her if she was still on the board.
Killing it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Katie, for providing all the commentary.
You're very welcome. Bravo's my specialty. Anything else to say about Miss MJ, or shall we continue?
Let's hope she does better than Reza, because
I hope so. I think she's going to be. She's got the Bravo backup, I think, because there's so many of them. I think she's going to do well.
She could do worse, which is true because bigger cast. So,
well, look, there's no Cody's.
She could do worse. Thanks, Mark.
She could.
It's hard, but
could she? I don't think she could.
Yeah, Reza was in the house.
He was 20th place. There's 21 people in this cast.
Oh, okay, true. Numbers wise, yes. Okay, placement, yes, she could. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, Javier, which of these men are you choosing?
So, I also only know one of these 4 men. He's also a dancer, shocker. I've never watched Dancing with the Stars, but I've seen his name around. And I've seen like clips of Dancing with the Stars when there's like a celebrity who I like on it, so I know who he is. So I'm gonna. I
saw him on Broadway too.
So. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna go with Maxim. Max. I hope that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah, I think so.
Again, I don't know how he's gonna do on the show. I feel maybe he's well liked. I literally don't know anything about this man, but he's on a lot of seasons, so he must be well liked of Dancing with the Stars. So that's probably.
He's, I think, one of the more popular. Professional dancers on Dancing with the Stars. I also think he's kind of a dick, like well-known maybe as a dick, like very competitive. Not like rude, but like I think he is a very competitive player. Like I think he's, like in a dick way, like he's very arrogant. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know.
Yeah, he and his brother, they're brothers. They both dance. He is married and they have, I think, 2 babies. So he's not going to be flirting. I do know that. Well, I hope not.
Well, he better not be. He better not be.
You never know. So I don't know. I don't know what he'd be like because I've only ever seen him in that space, the dancing space. So I have no idea.
Well, maybe he'll dance his way around the competition.
Ooh, good one. I know you need that sound effect now. I think. I don't know. I could actually see this being sleeper pick, only because I feel like competitive dancing is super competitive, and this guy's done it for pretty much his whole life. So that could mean he's either going to come in like way too hot out of the gate and be like overplay, or he could adapt pretty well to the game.
But what if he looks like Ryan Lochte, who is also
oh my god,
out of pocket?
I don't think anyone's like Ryan Lochte, Mark. I think he's one of a kind.
Acting as an airhead.
No, I don't think so. I think they like own their own business, like dancing school or something. I don't know. I think they're pretty. I don't know. I think they do pretty well for themselves. Him and his brother.
Yeah.
I think it's a good pick.
Yeah.
Who is going to round out my team? I don't know. I'm just going to go. I don't watch Love Island. I don't know this man. I know a lot of people have been talking about him on the internet, but his face isn't like giving me confidence in him.
Choose the British Parliament guy.
Well,
Yeah,
I was thinking about that.
That's who I was leaning
Just
towards.
pick
That's
him.
who
Yeah,
I
just
would've
pick
I
him.
almost picked him. I came
Honestly,
really close
just
to
pick
picking him.
him.
I'm
Yeah, just
thinking
pick him.
about it. No, because you
I
don't
would
want
just
him.
pick
That's why. Because you don't want to choose between the two. That's why. That's why you want me to pick him. Because, like, he could lie. He's in the government. But I'm gonna choose the boxer Deontay Wilder only because I want to. I don't know. He's a professional boxer. He's a competitor. I read that he was the world heavyweight champion from 2015 to 2022.
Why'd you do that?
That's all I know about him. I don't know. I feel like he rounds out my team pretty well. That's it.
Damn, bro.
That's why I'm picking
I
him.
wanted Deontay, bro.
I know that's why you wanted me to
Listen,
pick this old British man,
I
and I'm
mean,
not doing it.
Listen,
I'm not doing it.
I've never watched him box, but I have like a very like obnoxiously large like what is it, like album of memes, and I recognize his face.
Oh, good.
immediately. I don't know anything about him. I just know he's like to this day. Wait, hold up. Let's see this one. Hold up. This is the only reason I know who he is. Oh wait, I gotta put my volume up. Duh.
Oh
Can I
my
just
God.
ask, why is he in this cast when everyone else is reality?
Oh,
I've seen
all
that
right,
clip. I've seen that one.
Katie.
I feel great. You're making me feel even better. And why am I not surprised that Isaiah has a pretty large album of memes? If anybody has a large album of memes, it's Isaiah.
I don't do Isaiah. Don't feel attacked. I have one also. I have a
I'm
very-
so. I was
I'm
like, I'm gonna
sorry.
get the whole team of people that I know. I
No,
was so
couldn't let you do
excited.
it. Couldn't let you do it.
So excited, bro.
Sorry.
Like, yeah, why is there a boxer?
Why not?
Why is there a
Well, I
politician?
mean,
Why is
20
there a British Parliament politician?
Listen,
Fair.
y'all are, just because he's not on TV doesn't mean he can't win. Because listen, shout out Mike, okay, from Traitors Canada, mentalist, and guess what he did? Won. Okay, so
We're
look,
not shouting out
Over
Mike
here.
ever from
Shout
Traitors
out
Canada
Mike.
on this podcast.
Related
Sign
to
the Traitors
Mike.
doesn't stand by Mike, okay?
shout out
I was
Um,
thinking it's Mike.
Yeah,
Well,
wait,
look,
what does this
Mike-
have to do with Mike?
Mike was a civilian, and he's technically a civilian. He's not from TV.
No,
So
he's
guess
a-
what?
He's an athlete.
He's an athlete, but everyone else are like reality TV people. Like,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, it's
Like,
true.
He's different, so like maybe that can come out of left field. No one would expect it. That's why I wanted him. But it's unfortunate that I was this close. I was
I'm
going to pick
sorry.
him instead of Pimpin, but
you could have picked him first, dude.
I know, but
I know,
should've
you had to
picked
go-
him first.
You had to
I
go.
was
Yeah,
one pick away from the perfect strategy.
I'm
and it's
sorry.
gone.
I had to spoil it for you.
Yeah,
Couldn't let you do it. I couldn't let you do it.
yeah, it sucks.
I just googled him and he is an Olympic champion, so that's good for you, Katie.
He's
There
I
you
know
go.
So
he
is Ryan
is.
Lochte.
He's
won
a big
bronze at the
athlete.
Olympics
But
in
yeah,
That's
2008.
true. So is Ryan Lochte.
Ryan Lochte's an airhead, though. To be all fair,
Yeah.
He came from my college, so like
Oh,
me, I
sorry.
am an airhead.
Stop.
I wouldn't say that, Mark.
All right.
Isaiah, which one of
Don't
these
even- I was not
two
prepared for this.
men are
Please
you
pick
choosing?
Parv.
We have
And then
Do the
who's
British
other
guy. Do the British old
Please
guy.
pick the British guy.
Go
I know.
Oh,
Parv.
I
Burgie.
feel
No, I heard this Burgie guy is dumb. Give me the other guy.
you
Yeah,
want
the
the
old British dude.
politician?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, give me him.
Yes, he was drafted.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a good sleeper pick. I mean, the guy was like in the parliament, and politicians lie by trade. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
he could be a good trader. I don't
I
know
heard
anything
that-
about his stance on anything, but I think this is a weird pick. I mean, like a weird casting choice.
Very, but I think they just wanted a politician. But I heard, I've seen that Burgee guy's name before, and he's a complete airhead from what I've seen.
Yeah, that's what I've seen
also
too.
seen a lot of
I'm not
negative
picking
about
him.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm not picking him. But yeah, politician. I mean, as long as he's not Anthony Scaramucci, I should be fine. So.
Like Scaramucci for Big Brother.
Like,
I just want to say that's definitely the first time in 2024 that anybody has mentioned Anthony Scaramucci's name. Like, you are the first
Even
in
his white
2024.
guys.
Yes, no one in this world has mentioned Anthony Scaramucci in the year 2024 until right now.
I remember
Yeah.
I once bumped into Scaramucci like right after Big Brother at JFK. It was like
That is
flying
so
home,
funny.
and I'm like on the line of JetBlue terminal, and I just see him, and I'm like, it's a tiny little man that was ruining America for a few weeks.
Oh man.
In all honesty, though, this like British politician guy, I'm very intrigued by, because I feel like politicians inherently can lie and do all that stuff to blend into people. I feel like with this epic cast, it might, as like a mediator type potentially, he could do good.
Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna be looking at him either.
Is George not a politician?
Who's George?
Who's George?
Hell's
Uh,
George.
Australian Survivor.
Who?
Who?
Y'all don't watch? None of y'all watch Australian Survivor?
Oh, he's
There's nobody from
Oh.
Australia Survivor in here. It's like, what?
I love how all of us are like, huh?
Who the hell is George? This guy's name, by the way, is John Burkow. I
Yeah, that's
Googled him and I found, I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly, but I just copy and pasted from Wikipedia that he was a former politician, Speaker of the House of Commons, which sounds like a big deal, from 2009 to 2019. And he was a member of parliament since 1997 through 2019. So this man is a career politician. So that could be a good pick. I think this is a
Yeah.
sleeper pick, Isaiah.
What could be?
Yeah.
You know what? I feel very good about my picks now. My team's pretty lit, you know? So, shout
Yeah.
out to John.
I want
Shout out to John.
Javier's team.
Hey, period.
I have team.
Janelle,
envy.
why did you pick his team? You just
I
want
don't know.
Parvati.
He took Parvati.
I would say we could trade, but you don't have anyone I want. Sorry.
Give
Ooh.
Javier your entire team for Parvati.
Actually, yes. Give me 4 people, and I have 7. You have 1.
Yeah, I'd do it too. I bank
Maybe
on
Do
should
it.
we change the rules? Should we change the
I'm
rules to
not-
this draft?
I am not trading Parvati. I am not trading Parvati.
I blame you.
Wait, Javier. What if I offer Peppermint
For who?
for Parvati?
How about for bananas?
No, God, no, I hate bananas.
See,
I'm
Javier
not
had the
giving
chance to
Parvati.
choose Peppermint.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm
But
not
he
gonna
chose
pick
Parvati.
Parvati. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I think she has a good chance of winning.
I think Parvati's a great pick.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so for anybody who's listening to us and not watching us, our final teams are Isaiah picked Dan Giesling, Marcus Jordan with the number 2 pick, Larsa Pippen with the number 3 pick, and this man from the British Parliament, John Burkow. My team is CT, Chris Tamburello from The Challenge, Phaedra Parks, Sheree Whitfield. I have the Bravo ladies stacked up, and Deontay Wilder. Javier has Parvati, Johnny Bananas, Ekin Su, and Maxim from Dancing with the Stars. Janelle has Janelle, Trishelle, Tamra, and MJ carrying the ladies on this team. And Mark has Peppermint, Sandra, Queen Stays Queen, Pilot Pete, and Kevin? His name's
Yeah.
Kevin?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Kevin from Bling Empire. And undrafted, the audience, you guys get Bergie. Bergie?
I think it's Bergie.
Burgee.
Yeah.
Burger?
Yeah, I don't know him. I also know he was on Love Island. I know he was like the normal guy versus like, you know, all the influencer type people that they normally cast. That's literally all I know about him. But everybody on Twitter has been dragging this man. So, and like that
Yeah,
he's
I've seen
gonna
a lot
just
of
be
that.
horrible in the show. So I don't know what to expect, but he could be the Ryan Lochte of the season.
Or it could be the Christian.
Which
I
neither
mean,
Chris
is
Jordan.
either one of those things a good thing? Yeah, I don't want to be either of those. All right.
It's fine.
Well, that's our draft. Any final thoughts or anything you're hoping to see from this season? Maybe that could be different from season 1, or you know, what are you
Like
excited for?
I just hope that they give a little bit of a backstory when there are connecting relationships from previous shows.
Yeah.
Really, really hope. I think that would just really highlight the season or just make it more interesting if they make that a thing, because it's going to be a thing. Those relationships will be a thing.
Yeah, I agree.
The moment they get rid of Dan, I'm not watching anymore. So
I was gonna say you say that now, but I actually believe you.
I'm so serious.
Yeah, I believe you.
So hopefully he's around till the finale, you know? But yeah.
I hope so.
I hope the small twists that have happened in international versions of the show get implemented here that have happened since the US season 1. I also hope that people play better than most I cast. Like, I don't want to see an Andy and Quentin at the end. Like, I love Suri. I'm happy she won, but those people were too blind. Granted, I'm happy Suri won. And also, I'm happy for more Alan Cumming, because Alan Cumming is the funniest host ever. So,
ooh, I firmly disagree with that take, but
I do
enjoy Alan.
He's not my favorite Traitors host. It's actually Claudia, because I'm a very
Claudia's an icon. Okay.
But I think what he does is so funny and so weird that it works well. So
he plays a good character.
Shout out Alan Cummings, because until the Traitors, he was just the guy from Spy Kids, Floop. But now he's Alan Cummings from Spy Kids.
So many
I thought his accent was fake, and I was like cutting in, and people were like, "What are you talking about?" Like, that's what he talks about. I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry." So I like him. He's funny. You know, I'm putting some respect on Alan Cummings' name this year.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if he changes up his vibe this year, or if he seems more interested. Like, I didn't feel like he was super interested in the game last year, which is what I love about Claudia, because I feel like she's really invested. That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
I only know Alan and Corinne for me was miles ahead of Alan. I thought Alan was trying too hard to be camp, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, y'all.
I agree.
So I didn't love Alan, but hopefully he tones down the camp and seems like, I agree with you, Katie, seems more engaged with the cast. So that's what I'm hoping from Alan. But from the show, I'm hoping we get some good twists. They need to switch it up. You know, I mean, I can only imagine for people who've seen so many seasons. I've only seen 2 out of all the seasons, and I'm already getting a little tired of the same routine. So I hope they give me a good twist. Maybe change up the amount of Traitors from the start. Maybe give us 2 or 4 Traitors at the beginning. I don't know. Give me something to really switch up the game, because it cannot be the same as Canada was just finished airing. So I'm hoping that changes.
That's exactly what I'm hoping for.
21. I think we're getting 4 at least.
I'm hoping that we get, or at least something different. I don't want to say too much about the current season of UK that's airing, because I know it's, you know, for most of us, we're not based in the UK, at least, you know, on who are our listeners. So I don't want to spoil anything in case you guys want to catch up later. But they did do something interesting at the beginning of this season that I would like to see implemented in the US season, which the US season last year was not identical to the UK, but it was very similar. And the last season of the UK, season 1, had a lot of interesting twists that we didn't get in the US. So I hope we get some of these like fun things of having like murder someone in plain sight without them realizing they're getting murdered, or some people leaving the game and then maybe coming back to the game. Like, these are the types of things I want to see them implement instead of just challenges and then roundtables and then banishments. Because it does, I agree with you, Javier, get a little stale, because Canada, other than the dinner party episode in Canada, like, I feel like it was still very like hitting each beat that we've already seen a few times already.
Yeah.
I hope we get that Glass Bridge challenge from Australia. The Squid Game Glass Bridge had like 3, I think it was 3 lanes.
Is that on season 2 of Australia?
Yes, which is obviously a terrible season. But yeah, no, that was a fun twist. Actually, the first half of that season is really good. Second half, not so much.
That's next on my list.
Justice Brandabell, who's also a sound podcaster like us. So
yeah, there you go. Any other final thoughts about the Traitors?
I can't wait.
I can't wait
Who's
either.
winning the draft, guys, from us 5? That's what I want to know. Is everyone going to say themselves?
Javier's winning the draft this season.
Yeah. Oh, period. 2 for me, including myself, is 3.
I think Javier's winning. Or I think Mark could pull it out. I think Sandra could surprise us.
I agree.
I don't know. CT or my Bravo girls could. Any of us have a chance, I think. Any of us have a chance, except maybe Isaiah.
I think Bergie's going to win.
I actually hope
maybe Bergie. Maybe Bergie's going to win and none of us are going to win. Yeah,
wild.
Win. That would be wild. The audience might win. All right. Well, really excited to pick up this coverage. We're going to have a lot of amazing guests this season. most of you guys on the cast, depending on most of the cast on the panel right now, will hopefully be joining us. Isaiah, we'll see if Dan's still on the show, if you'll want to come back and talk to us or not. We'll see.
Get him early.
Yes, we'll talk to you early. But Javier and I will be back every week. We're hoping for Monday releases of episodes. And I think the first 3 episodes drop at like 3 a.m. Eastern Friday, which stay off Twitter if you don't want to get spoiled because people are ruthless out there. And then once a week from there. So we have a few weeks together with our coverage, but we're excited to talk about it. It's going to be really exciting. And we'll start wrapping up if no one has any final thoughts. So Isaiah, what are you up to these days? Where can everybody find you? Big Brother season's over. What are you working on? What are you doing? Tell us everything.
You can find me at 8Ball Bangers. Yeah, this is my off season, so I'm not really pushing myself. I'm releasing the album next week. Shout out to that if you want to listen to it. But in terms of podcast stuff, you can check out me and G Worthy's interview with Couture from Survivor 45. Great time, great deep dive. So you can look at that, as well as a podcast we did earlier this week with Lavina and Ethmiel, and it was Lavina, Ethmiel. Ian Gia. Yeah, me and Gia been doing a lot of stuff. Ranking the best players never to win Big Brother. I'm just doing off-season content now. So, you never know where you'll find me. So make sure you watch this, because I ain't putting nothing out unless I feel like it.
I like that vibe. Javier, what are you up to?
Yeah, everyone can find me at _thestarboy on Twitter, tweeting about all my favorite shows. Of course, you can find me here every week. Like Katie said, we'll be talking Traitors US. And that's all that I have at the moment. Love is Blind Season 6 is coming up in February. So I'm going to try to convince Isaiah or another podcaster to join me for that. So hopefully we have some coverage of Love is Blind in February as well.
I can't believe we have another season of Love is Blind coming.
They've renewed it for 2 seasons, by the way.
Every year,
season
bro.
7 is coming also, just so everyone knows. So we're getting 2 seasons this year.
So annoying, bro.
Ooh, that's a lot. That is a lot.
Because they know one of them are going to be bad, so they need to stuff as much content in your face so they don't lose viewership. That's why. That's why they do that.
We shall see. Mark, you're doing a ton these days. Tell us everything. You have a lot of exciting stuff coming up. You've been doing a lot of exciting stuff.
Yeah, follow me at Mark385, Instagram, Twitter. I'm doing a lot of TikToks now at Movie Mark, where I do movie reviews. I will be doing sometime soon, like a top 10 or like award season thing for It's Not Podcast. So that's like the resident movie nerd. I think Isaiah and I might have to revive at the movies. This is literally me asking right now.
Listen, I got free time, man. Just let me know.
Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm so excited because I'm talking to Ashley and Felicia from this Game Challenge, which I'm so deeply excited to talk to them because they're 2 of my favorite players the whole season. You can listen to myself and Sarah Carradine recap it all 2 episodes at a time that aired in the fall. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty calm right now until Lego Masters returns. And I'm assuming I'm doing exit press again for Amazing Race. I don't know. But I should be doing 1 or 2 exit interviews of a longer variety.
Awesome.
Coming up soon.
Awesome. Mark carrying us on his back. Janelle, what are you up to these days?
Just Janelle Michaud on everything. I'm excited to hop on with you guys for Traitors as much as you would have me. My friend is covering it, so I think I'll hop on with her over at Entertainment in Color. I'm excited. I'm super excited. This is the only show that I'm like looking forward to, so I can't wait.
Yeah, this has been a long time coming. I'm really excited too. You guys can find me at RealSlimKatie on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/RealSlimKatie with an underscore. Should have some stuff coming there soon, hopefully. And I have been in a podcast hiatus for like the first time in a really long time. And so we're back now with Traitors US. I'm excited. And I hope to be joining Sarah Carradine on her Traitors coverage as well. So for UK, so all Traitors all the time. But in the meantime, if Traitors isn't enough for you, I'm just going to pull up some of our exciting info where you can find us and keep up with us. If you want to just see what we've been up to lately or what's coming, just follow us on social media, silent_podcast on Twitter. Follow us anywhere you listen to us, anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find us. So, whether it's like iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Pocket Casts is what I use. Just search us. Leave us a rating or review. 5 stars would be great. It really helps us out. But if you don't hear anything that you thought was 5 stars today, just save it. You only get to rate us once. So make sure you save it for something you hear is 5 stars. It really helps us. And that's that. Check us out on YouTube as well if you're listening to our audio version. Most of our stuff is there. We have a ton of really great coverage of stuff happening. And that's it. And we'll see you on Monday with our recap of the first 3 episodes of the Traitors US. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.